Happy last day of 2020. I know we're under 2 hours right now, and right now it's 10:20 p.m. We only got 1 hour 40 minutes for us to wish each other a happy new year and such and such. And there's some few good and most bad. Let me start with the bad. The bad is police brutality. The system is misplaced. I mean, the system is has been betrayed throughout my generation. Question: Does anyone can see me brighter with this LED light I got above me? Without the LED light, it would have been not. It would have been that. It wouldn't have been bright. You would have not see me brighter. You know what I mean? So this is my last streaming of 2020, but I will do some more stream. It doesn't mean I'm gonna leave. It means I may take a break throughout the weekend until maybe Monday or Tuesday. You know what I mean? But if I am free, in case I'm free on Saturday, I can stream again. I might stream again on Sat. I might stream again on Saturday if I'm free. You know what I mean? So all I want to know is I need to ask y'all a question. What do you like about me, and what do you hate about me? That's all I want to know. That's the question. That's the question I'm gonna ask for this. Being that this is the last day of 2021. 2020. We're going to 2021 soon. You know what I mean? So anyway, from the bill that Bernie Sanders proposed, for him to try to take away the military contractors' money, make sure the military contractors don't get paid at all. Most of the Senate Democrats had gone along with Mitch McConnell to portray us, not to pay us $2,000 per month. They rather give us measly $600, aka pennies. But the $2,000 checks, Mitch McConnell said, is socialism for the rich. But you know what, Mr. McConnell? I just want to congratulate you for being the biggest loser of this year. As a matter of fact, you've been the biggest loser ever since you came to fucking Congress. Right after Joe Biden came in. And you know who else? You know who else Mitch McConnell's friends with besides being friends with Joe Biden? he's friends with former Treasury Larry Summers. Larry Summers is the fucking reason us as American people have to suffer. Yeah, I blame Joe Biden too for being stupid, listening to Larry Summers fucking dickhead ass motherfucker. Yep, remember that name. Remember that name, Larry Summers. Larry Summers is the one who told Joe Biden and Mitch McConnell to betray us. Larry Summers is the one who told both of them idiots who go along with him to say, screw American people. Don't give them shit. Give them a little and give the rest and give the people who got money a lot. And not only Mitch McConnell and Joe Biden has been listening to Larry Summers. Chuck Schumer listened to Larry Summers. Kirsten Gillibrand listened to Larry Summers. Kamala Harris listens to Larry Summers. And speaking of Kirsten Gillibrand, Chuck Schumer, and Kamala Harris, they went along and voted with McConnell on this last bill that Bernie Sanders proposed. I notice every time Bernie Sanders proposes a bill that helps us as we the people, McConnell and 41 Senate Republicans go along with McConnell, voted yes to the military and no to us. You know what I mean? I hate to say, you know what? My working class friends, you should be upset about this. You should be upset that Larry Summers, former Treasury, who got these motherfuckers portraying us. So Larry Summers is the fucking reason why our goddamn political system is broken. I might as well. I'm not letting my anger out. Remember I said, I'm not letting my anger out on y'all, and I'm not taking it out on y'all. I'm taking it out on rich, large corporations and our politicians who's stupid to go along with the rich, large corporations and portrayed us. I don't know why I got to keep using the word us or we, but you know what? I meant to say, I don't know about y'all, but I'm very, very emotional. I'm very, very upset that every time Bernie Sanders laid out a good bill that can lift us out of poverty, lift me out of poverty. I don't know why I keep forgetting to say not for me. You know what? Okay, we're down to another hour and a half now. But anyway, what I'm about to say is if none of y'all ain't mad about this of what Congress is doing to us, from like every time Bernie Sanders put out a good bill to try to keep us out of poverty, these 41 fucking Senate Democrats vote against it. I mean, come on. This is why I've been saying I'm definitely through with the Democrat Party. And I'm not going to be voting Republican neither. I never have and I never will vote Republican. So y'all can kiss my ass. Y'all can miss me with that bullshit. You know what I mean? Miss me with the bullshit. And Mr. Trump got 20 days. Actually, I shouldn't say 20. I meant to say 19 days to start packing his shit and get the fuck out of the White House. I mean, he's getting ready to get the fuck out. Whatever you Trumpers like it or not, he's getting the fuck out. He's going to pack his shit and get the fuck out. Y'all stop the steal message don't fucking work. It ain't no fucking steal. So get over it, Trumpers. Every time y'all say stop the steal, y'all want the Republican Party to turn over the goddamn results. Y'all just want him to take away democracy that I care about. And I already know those 41 Democrats who voted along with Mitch McConnell, who voted on Mitch McConnell's bill, doesn't care about democracy neither. Both parties are the fucking same. They're on the same team. I mean, wherever Bernie Sanders lays out, it's not over. I was going to say it's over, but it's not over. Bernie still got to keep on rolling out the bill, coming up with legislation that can lift me lift me up, not turn me down, not turn me down. If Bernie can fight, for us, if Bernie can fight for me, I don't know why I keep saying we and us. I said I gotta stop saying we and us, because every time I say we, it seems like every time I say we and us, y'all don't fucking pay attention. No offense. No offense to y'all. I don't hate y'all or nothing like that, but y'all just don't pay attention like I do. I'm not getting y'all enforcement for y'all to be like me or none of that. Just be your own. I mean, I know most of y'all know how to be yourselves. Just like I can be myself. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna play a clip from Movement of the People's Party when Jimmy Dore and his wife sharing their emotions, which is I dig on. You know what I mean? All right, so bear with me. Here we go.
I guess we're just going to tell our story and why we feel the need to advocate for hashtag force the vote right now at this moment. And I just want to tell my own personal story because there's been a lot made about how people aren't professional or approved grassroots organizers. And so I shouldn't be allowed to do this, and people shouldn't listen to my concern about Medicare for All. And they're asking, what are your credentials for this? Well, I'll tell you real quick what got me on board for Medicare for All was that I got sick in not in a normal way. I got sick in a way that was hard to diagnose. So my illness stretched out for over 3 to 4 years. And
Wait.
I would go to the doctor and they would say you have this, and then they would prescribe something, and I would get sicker. And then 6 months would go by and they would say, oh, you don't have that, you have something else. And then they would give me another treatment, and 6 months would go by and I'd get sicker. And this kept going on and going on. And then they said, there's this guy, Dr. Sharp, you should go see him, Dr. Charles Sharp. He's the best guy and he could fix you. Well, he didn't take my insurance. And by that time, I was already broke, right? We had health insurance, and they just don't pay for stuff. They don't pay for MRIs and CT scans. And I had to have special different kind of tests that nobody else could get. And I had to go to special places to get them. And I had to pay for it all out of my pocket. And I know what it's like, right? And I know what it's like to walk into a doctor's office that you owe money to and not have any room left on your credit card and them deny you service while you're dying. And you don't know what's happening. You don't even know what your illness is yet. All you know is that you're about to die. And all you know is that you just bankrupted yourself. And I bankrupted my wife. And we didn't know where to turn or what to do. And then one day I stepped off a step the wrong way and my spine collapsed. I went from 5'10" to 5'7" like that. I had 6 vertebrae. So then I was like, hey, I'm just about ready to die. Maybe we should scrape together any kind of money we can and go see Dr. Sharp. So we did. And Dr. Sharp diagnosed me correctly within the first visit. And I had dead bone in my thigh at that time. I had dead bone in my spine. I had fractures all over my body, from my feet to my fingers to my neck to my ribs. I had broken bones all over my body, and I had dead bone in my hip and in my thigh, and I was supposed to get the Bo Jackson surgery. And Dr. Sharp sent me to the guy who invented that Bo Jackson surgery. Anyway, the long story short was, he told me to have to take bone out of my shin, put it in my thigh, and I wouldn't be able to step on my leg for 6 months. I was already hunched over and limping. I could barely move. But I could still sit down and do stand-up comedy, and if I didn't, I wouldn't have any money. So I would get pushed out into a comedy club, and I would be helped up onto the stage, and I would sit down and recite my act. And so doing an hour special on Comedy Central while I was dying. And I had to tell that doctor, I can't get this operation right now in my thigh because A, I don't have the money for it, and B, if I do it, I won't be able to do my Comedy Central special. And if I can't do that, I'm going to kill myself anyway. He said, well, just so you know, Jimmy, at any moment, your thigh bone can snap. Any moment you step onto your thigh bone can snap, just so you know. And I said, well, that's a chance I got to take. And so we went bankrupt, and I didn't get that surgery. But Dr. Sharp, after 4 years of being misdiagnosed, finally helped me get back onto the road to recovery. And I'm still recovering today. And I don't think anybody has to go through that. I don't think anybody, because they got sick, should have to face wanting to kill themselves, bankruptcy, financial destruction, and not knowing where to turn, and not being able to get the help you want because they don't take your insurance. Crazy situation we're into, and I hope that would give me the gravitas to be able to advocate for Medicare for All on behalf of me and my family and other people's families who go broke or are worried about getting sick, because everyone knows we're one unique illness away from being bankrupt and out on the street. Everybody knows that. And if they don't vote for right now, they're telling you they don't care. They'd rather protect themselves and their career and their position inside a party than help the people who elected them, who are dying in the middle of the pandemic and the worst economic crisis in our history. That's what's happening. And I know I was told that I'm not allowed to advocate for this because I'm not official. Well, I'm telling you that this story gives me the ground to stand on. And people who have the same story like me, who don't have to go out and be a professional organizer, I'm speaking for them. I'm speaking for the people who go bankrupt. I'm speaking for the people who die every year. The 40-some thousand people a year who die because they don't have health care. I'm speaking for them. They don't have time to go out and professionally organize. We're doing it for them. Because I don't think anybody should have to go through what I went through or what my wife went through ever in the richest country in the world. People who've worked all their lives every day shouldn't have to go through that. And when you have the power to do something about it, you should use your power. And if you don't use your power, shame on you. Steph, do you want to say something?
Yeah. Well, Jimmy was saying that, bottom line is, people would ask me during this time period, how are you? And I would say, I'm fine, because how do you turn to somebody and say, my husband's dying? He's suicidal. We've tapped out everything. Like when people say, how are you? They don't really want to know how you're doing, because I think we probably all know we're not doing well right now. Weren't we all $400 away from a disaster? And look what's facing us. And so like now, when people say, I didn't lose everything. I have Jimmy still. And when they say, how are you? I say, I'm lucky. My husband's alive. And I'm angry. And it's time for Force the Vote. And this Medicare for All is about love. It's about loving each other and caring for our neighbors and the most vulnerable among us. Hashtag Force the Vote. And if I don't have the credentials, high school English teacher for 20 years, proud union member, I don't know where I was supposed to get my credential to be a grassroots activist, but I think I earned it through my life experience.
I want to just talk about that a little bit, because I think that the elephant in the room a little bit tonight is that there has been a division among the left on this issue. This isn't the typical Medicare for All discussion where we're trying to give in centrist Democrats, corporate Democrats, or Republicans to get on board. This has been surprising in a lot of ways, more emotionally taxing, because we're people who are typically comrades in a world where we don't have a lot of comrades, right?
Now you see that? That's how you raise your voice. That's how you make your voice heard, from what Jimmy Dore has expressed his emotions, along with his wife. They express their emotions. You know what I mean? So we the people all have to do the same. If I can do it, so can y'all. But I'm not forcing y'all. I'm not enforcing y'all to do it. But anyway, from that clip, that show, excuse me, Force the Vote rally is going to be in Washington, D.C. this coming Saturday and Sunday. All right? I advise y'all to go out there and raise hell on raise hell on the Progressive Caucus to make sure they hold their vote for Nancy Pelosi. Because if they choose not to hold their vote for Nancy Pelosi, nothing's going to fundamentally change, like Joe Biden said. And I don't understand why he said it. But the reason why he said that, quote, he's doing it for his corporate donors. He's doing it for Wall Street. Maybe Silicon Valley probably endorsed his campaign also as well. Who knows? You know what I mean? So if you guys live in New York District 14, make sure Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, aka AOC, to hold her votes. Make sure she hold her vote and don't vote for that psychopath Nancy Pelosi. And oh yeah, Nancy Pelosi is another one who was friends with Larry Summers. So is Steny Hoyer. So is Jim Clyburn. They all friends with Larry Summers. And I wish Senator Bernie Sanders called Larry Summers out. But I understand Bernie Sanders have a brother named Larry Sanders. But Bernie Sanders, instead of, Larry Sanders is older than Bernie. Senator Sanders, you need to call out Larry Summers. I'm not saying for you to call out your own brother. I'm saying for you to call out Larry Summers. Because I don't think I ever heard you to call out Larry Summers. But I never heard you advocate for Julian Assange, Edward Snowden, and Chelsea Manning. That's the reason why people like Jimmy Dore, Graham Elwood, Ron Placone, Richard Medhurst, Nico House, the Convo Couches, all disappointed in you. They don't really hate you. They just disappointed in you that you don't call out what that you don't advocate what the rest of us advocating for, to pardon Julian Assange, pardon Edward Snowden, and pardon Chelsea Manning. But no, y'all allowed this outgoing administration pardon killers and criminals. So like I said, Democrats, this is all your fault that this current outgoing administration is in the White House. It's your fault, Democrats. You guys are to blame, because I don't hear y'all coming on national TV to admit it to us. But y'all let the rest of us, we the people, find out ourselves about this bullshit that y'all put us through for fucking decades. And another thing, I already said this the other day. To the people who trying to reach me, if any of you see me streaming to make sure my voice is heard, please do not call me. You wait. When you call me, you wait until I get back to you. I ain't gonna say no names, but please learn to listen. Learn to listen clearly. You know what I mean? Well, anyway, I'm about to go. I know we're over an hour away. So, if I don't come back, y'all have a happy new year. All right? Peace.